I think we're live. There we go. Looking good. Sounding good too. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Grace. Sorry to keep you waiting. Anyway, I'm Professor McCoy, and this is Kingdom Come Deliverance II, and we're just about back into it. So, first thing I should mention is that I did a little bit off stream, and I picked up a just sort of random task. So I was doing some going after of poachers for the various local huntsmen, but I stopped the sort of penultimate quest in the line, what's going on? Oh no, game crashed. Let's try that again, shall we? Anyway, I'll discuss as I try and get this back up. There we go. Anyway, so basically the various huntsmen, huntmasters or whatever you call them, sent me out to go and track down and get rid of or bring in some poachers. I did so. It was a mix of telling one guy to basically just get lost because he was, doing the whole immediately surrendered. Oh no, I'm poaching to feed my family kind of thing. You know how it goes. And it's like, all right, get out. If you can get out of the province, then whatever. Not my business. A couple of them were like some bandits doing that sort of thing. Frozen roast beef bowl. Like, I'm assuming you mean previously frozen, not eating it while frozen. Although who knows? I don't know. I don't know how Canada eats roast beef. Anyway, so while I hope I'm kidding. Hi, Michael. How you doing? Okay, yeah, my horse good. So, anyway, these quests culminated in. Now I've just finished the last one. Oh, merchant. All right, sure. The man smiles at me. It was a woman.
You silly
Wait. I thought you had trade goods for me. Hold on.
Greetings, my friend. How about looking at my wares? You're sure to find something to your liking here.
Sure.
Why not? What are you selling?
Hey, Michael, why are you confused? What is, yes, it's a cobbler. Anything I can or need to sell? I don't think so. I mean, I could sell her these. I don't think I need them anymore. Oh, brocade. Right. That I can sell her. Should make good use of
discuss.
Should make good use of this, I suppose.
Satisfied?
We're nearly there.
Yeah. No, fine.
Aye.
There we go.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
Anyway, I hope I haven't been the one to confuse you. It's not what I was trying to do, although I do that sometimes. I do on actually fairly regular occasion set out to confuse people, but okay, computer related confusion. Okay, right, now I understand. Yeah, it's somebody yell at me in the chat if the stream is having problems, because I just got a weird notification that YouTube is not playing nice. Anyway, so the rumor here, set forth by one of these huntsmen, this one, the one in Nebakov, is that there is a ghost in the woods somewhere, and that now that I've dealt with some poachers, I believe next is he's going to send me to go see about a ghost.
I'm at your service, sir.
So that'll be normal, I'm sure. This is the guy, right, or is that his assistant? That's hired hand. Where'd he go? Where's he? Oh, he's over here, of course. Okay, yeah. So long as there's no issues on your end, that's what matters.
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How do you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? But that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason, so I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you going to finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too.
Who are you gonna call?
But he ain't like any other poacher we've had, I can tell you.
How am I gonna catch a ghost?
Do you want me to send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that bastard. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. A real archery master. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Sounds like he could be a huntsman out for revenge.
Nobody's taking revenge on me, that's for sure. But I don't know if Vostatek cursed anyone during a moment of weakness. But it's true, there's a lot that suggests this ghost ain't local.
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch and Vostatek's. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle? Any idea
That's
where
not
I
in
should start?
between
You
anything.
can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks there. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't know the area.
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Yes,
was good
most
to
of
see you, my friend.
Grace, about the armor. Most of what I'm wearing right here is the Sir Brunswick's gear, which is from the, it's not DLC. It's basically DLC. It's the like premium edition. It's a side quest armor, basically. It's a nice little cool side quest armor. Same with the poleaxe. That's also a Sir Brunswick thing. But it comes with the circlet thing, the cloth circlet. There's a name for that. I can't remember what it is, but it was actually relatively common around this period and even a little bit before. I will say though, the full face great helm, specifically that shape of a great helm, is antiquated by this point in the early 15th century. Great helms were really passed out of favor by the end of the 13th century. But that actually does fit, because this is supposed to be the ancient, relatively ancient at the time, armor of Sir Brunswick from about 200 years ago. And if that is the case, that actually does make a good deal of sense that it would be technologically antiquated. So anyway, I think that's really cool. It is actually pretty fitting. Because at this point in history, the more common helmet would be various versions of the bassinet, right? So bassinets with various different kinds of visors. Because okay, that was actually, excuse me, that was one of the interesting and novel characteristics of the bassinet as a late medieval helmet, which the bassinet itself did start seeing prevalence in the 13th century, even the early 13th century. So there was some crossover with the great helm, but what really brought it to prominence was its modularity, that you can have all sorts of different visors for the thing. Probably the most well known, the sort of most iconic bassinet visor would be the hound skull, which is the one with the big point. Ooh. Basically, it looks like a big dog face with the big point coming out front, because that leaves a bunch of extra room for breathing without having openings that you can slot a weapon through. Anyway, I love medieval arms and armor, so anything like that, I'm absolutely fascinated by. And I will say, 15th century is a little bit after the time period that I know well historically, but it's still okay. Sorry, peoples. I'm just gonna hoof it. I've been having my horse hoof it. Up here. Yeah, my historical knowledge, my close, careful, and academic historical knowledge really stops at, as I've kind of half joked before, around 1277. Capon's camp? Wait. Capon?
Good day, Henry. Seems you'll finally get a wash.
A little bit of rain never hurt anyone.
What? Hans? What are you doing here? Are you poaching? My legs, they've hurt slightly.
This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's the poacher?
Hans?
Henry?
What? What? Excuse me? What?
Sir Hans, I'm here hunting poachers, and I come across you.
Henry! I never expected you here.
I was sent here by the Nebakov gamekeeper. He said there are poachers here.
There are,
I don't
isn't
have to
there?
be King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is, do I? Oh, Jesus. You couldn't choose something different? There's all sorts of ways to make money.
Now hold your horses. How else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to go around looking like beggars?
By honest work?
Hello?
This is very risky.
Look, no one found me here until you turned up.
Killing
and you're
bandits.
only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out old grannies in distress. And this is how it
I
turns
did not
out.
expect this
Are you
twist.
fucking serious?
No, Imsimp. Flip it. No knowledge after. Okay, so I always joke, in terms of my historical knowledge, that I know a lot, historically, before 1277, and then I have a big gap in my precise historical knowledge. Like, I know some things happened, like, I know there was a plague, I know that Descartes and David Hume ruined everything, I know Luther sent a bunch of souls to hell, I know that, like, my country was founded, my parents were born at some point, but then really my precise historical knowledge really picks back up in 1977. So I've got this gap between 1277 and 1977. So the 1277 was the year that the Bishop of Paris condemned a series of Neo-Aristotelian propositions that some people were basically going way further than Aquinas, reading Aristotle and going too far with it, and then coming up with heretical conclusions from it. And the Bishop of Paris, as part of the ordinary magisterium, condemned a bunch of these propositions. It was the condemnations of 1277. Really important doctrinally and historically. Cool. Then in 1977, the first Star Wars movie came out, and then after that, I remember dates of things again. Between there, though, there's a nice big 700-year gap. Some things happened, I guess.
There are plenty of ways you could earn money. Why poaching of all things?
I've always been good at hunting. Remember how we went hunting together the first time? I really showed you up, didn't I?
As I recall, it was the other way around.
What rot! I'll make a pile of coins selling this game. And then, that idiot on the gate will finally believe we're not beggars. He'll be laughing on the other side of his face when we turn up in our finery. And it's a much better way than your idiotic idea with the forge.
Look at this. Hans. Behold, Henry. You tell me that this looks like a beggar? Come on. Or even a blacksmith? This is ridiculous. See, so Grace, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I do actually know that my country was... Okay, my country was kind of founded in 1776. It's a little more complicated than that. My country, not my country per se. The 13 British colonies declared independence from Britain, initially declared their independence in 1776. And then it got complicated for 15 years or so, because there was the War for Independence, which actually mattered in terms of actually becoming independent. And then there were 13 separate nation states, essentially, so separate colonies, separate states. Then there was eventually also the 1783, the passing of the Constitution. But even before that, though, there was also the passing of the Articles of Confederation, which you could say established a central state, right? Now, I don't remember any of the years for those. So, there you go. Oh yeah, 1789 was the Constitutional Convention. Okay, thank you, Imsimp. I don't see, like I said, I don't necessarily remember these dates. So there you go. I can remember it to within half a century or so is the best I can do between those dates, between 1277 and 1977. I can remember things to within half a century. That's good enough. Yeah. I know it was late 18th century. All of this kind of happened, right? MSIP, I also have a bachelor's in history and extensive graduate work in history. The difference being that my entire focus was on the ancient world in undergraduate, and then the medieval world in graduate. So in graduate level. So my knowledge of contemporary history, of modern history, and of American history is scant. Is basically what I've gotten from pop culture and from primary and secondary school. That's it. So yeah, my bachelor's in history focused almost entirely on Rome, with some elements of classical Greece. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh, poor little guy. All right. Yeah, the gamekeeper.
The gamekeeper wants to get rid of poachers around here, and I promised to help him do it.
Well, that's awkward for you, isn't it? Any idea what you're going to tell him?
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell him I didn't find anyone?
Why the hell not? You just found some abandoned camp, no? It's a stroke of luck that he sent you, eh?
And what are you doing with the game you hunt?
Thanks to my bargaining skills, I've got to deal with an excellent trader in Troskowitz.
And you realise that this trader of yours could snitch on you if he's in a corner? Or just for the reward?
My trader is reliable.
Maybe, but someone might see you together.
That's not going to happen. We're careful.
And what am I supposed to tell the gamekeeper now?
I don't know. Make something up. Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. He attacked you and you beat him. And that's that.
You got to come up with something, though. For all of the previous ones, I've had to deliver some token of success here.
You have to cooperate at least a bit, though. If the gamekeeper is to believe me, the poaching has to stop. I can't convince him the problem is solved if the game keeps disappearing.
You're saying I have to find some other way of making coin on account of this brilliant idea of yours?
You have to. Because the first thing the gamekeeper will do is to
Hans,
send guards here from Troskowitz.
How about I give you 10,000 groschen?
Because he'll find out I lied to him.
Oh, Christ, Henry.
How about I give you 10,000 silver coins?
And I can do something with it. And I can still keep going to the woods. Well, it's time for a change. Go and convince that gamekeeper you keep going on about. And I'll find something else to do.
Oh, and the gamekeeper will want to see some proof that I found the poacher and dealt with him. Got anything?
I could give you my equipment. It'd be pretty hard to survive without it, but...
To poach without it?
Yeah, that's settled then.
All right.
Oh my god. Hans. You are absolutely incorrigible. I Can I at least eat? No, I can't. You're not going to let me eat from your... Hans, why? Hans, why are you like this? You did not have to be like this, Hans. Your father would be so disappointed in you. Okay, so Imsimp asked a good question, and it's something I actually do struggle with, actually, really. How do I make peace with the fact that some students are simply a lost cause and won't pass your class regardless of your efforts? It's not even that they won't pass, because I will say you really can pass most of my classes with very little let me put it this way: you can pass most of my classes, especially my little intro level classes, and learn very little from it. Unfortunately, you can, if you're just willing to put in the work and do it. You can pass my classes and still come away largely unchanged. Unfortunately, and even that is a kind of failure, right? Even if that failure doesn't show up in the gradebook, it's still a kind of failure. It's really something that you just kind of have to accept. Just knowing the fact that no, a lot of students do not care enough, and cannot be induced or enticed to care enough. I don't know. That is the only thing I can say is that yeah, there are certainly just cases where no, they're just not going to care enough. The way I think of it, the sort of, I guess, this stoic way I think of it is that I am there to help them if they want me to. Right? I'm there to teach them and to help them along if they have a desire for me to do so.
You have a kind master.
And if they want to pay me to not help them, I won't. They're paying me. I'm working for them, and so the idea is that I'll help them to the extent and in the way that they want me to. And if that means that I'm gonna just sort of give them assignments so that they can, so that they can get the grade that they need and not actually learn anything substantial, then well, that's what they're paying me for. Unfortunately, I think that's a bad idea, and I will tell them as much, that that's a really stupid thing to pay somebody for. But if that's what they're paying me for, and that's what they want out of the course, then who am I to say to try and give them something that they're not paying for, right? To try and give them something they're not asking. Yeah, I think that's really largely my attitude towards the matter.
This is sharp enough as it
Because
is.
it really is the case that I have a lot of students who do not care, who cannot be enticed or coerced or cajoled into caring either, which really does bother me. But I've reached a what can you do kind of state, Grace adds, as a non-teacher, my opinion probably doesn't hold a lot of weight. I mean, it still can. It still can. You've been a student, so that's something at least. But I've been that student, and honestly, it helped me to figure out which subject I was best in. However, I didn't actually start failing things until university. That is also oddly common, right? And that's even in university. It's just due to sort of what's referred to as grade inflation. The chances of failing are relatively low, really. Like, you can pass, you can do fine if you put in a minimal amount of effort and you're not, like, really, really stupid. You have to be real dumb to be willing to put in enough work and still fail spectacularly. Like, you can't do that. Recess is a core subject class the student needs to pass the grade you teach. Most of what I teach at St. Leo is yes. So up until recently, and again, this is all up in the air and changing because they're messing around with their core syllabus, the core Gen Ed syllabus, basically. But the two courses I have taught regularly there, which are basically philosophy of religion and intro to ethics. They're not called that because they want to be fancy, but that's what they are. Those are, they have been variably either one or the other, or pick one or the other has
You
been
silly doggy.
has been required. As basically, it's a gen ed requirement. So typically, how it works is you can either choose a philosophy of religion course or an ethics course. You can pick one or the other, but you have to take one. You have to pass one to get to graduate with your degree. Sometimes it's just you need one of them. So there was a bit where it was the only option was the ethics course, unless something in your major was a suitable equivalent, right? If you were like a religion major, something could qualify for it, or something like that. But yeah, it's very much required. And so look, my philosophy for that, my pedagogical theory for this, is that I'm not there to fail you, right? If you fail my course, I want it to be your fault and your decision to fail my course, not because you goofed it, but because you chose to fail. It's just straightforwardly chose to fail. And so because of that, I have set my class up in a way that if you do all of the assignments, you almost certainly will pass. And by that I mean I've literally never had any single student do all of the assignments and not pass. Like C or better pass. Never happened. In both of those courses, every student who's turned in all of the work has passed, at least. Now, not everybody gets an A, obviously. In fact, A's are still the minority, thankfully. That's good. But also, I have had semesters where the majority of my students failed because they didn't do any of the work. And it was absolutely 100% their choice not to do so. If you don't want to pass, then fine, I'm not going to make you. It's not my job to make you. You're not paying me to make you pass. You're paying me to give you the opportunity to pass. Look, if you want to screw that up, that's on you. It's fine. What are you going to do?
You don't have to worry about the last poacher either anymore. But it was one hell of a job, I can tell you.
Really? Go on. Where was he?
North of Trusky. He had a small camp there. Below a cliff. Just like you said.
I'm sure he realized there wasn't any point resisting. What did you do with him?
I had to kill him.
Why did you have to?
That fella wasn't keen on being arrested. The first thing he did was draw a hunting knife on me. He's done for, in any case.
Got any proof?
I found this gear on him. He probably used it to make traps, and some tongs as well. Probably for pulling out teeth and that.
Look how well kitted out them poaching vermin are. I see why he didn't want to just pack it in. He had a good thing going there. Good work. Here's your reward.
Thanks.
What a shame
generous
that
reward.
Hans is going to have
We
to
don't
take
have any
up
more
real
poachers,
work.
so take it as a parting gift from us huntsmen. It'll be a long time before any more of the arseholes turn up in the Trusky forests. You sent out a clear signal what they can expect. Well, you can take a look at my bows if you want, and in return for your help, I'll take a bit off the usual price. Don't use it for poaching, though.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Don't even think about it.
Of course not. Thanks.
I'll tell Vostatek to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing. It was good to see you, my friend.
Wait, why can't I
God be with
buy
you, good
bows
sir.
from you? You just said.
That's one. And fuck it.
Oh, he's got it. Okay. No, none of these are actually good. Darn.
What can
okay,
you do,
whatever.
sir? Maybe next time then.
I would someday like to actually get a good bow, like instead of the crossbow. Because look, this is a good crossbow. This is a great crossbow, and again, it's from a basically a DLC kit that I got. But like I'd like to get a nice bow instead of a crossbow at some point, but whatever. Oh yeah, so Grace, I don't know what the what high school requirements are anymore. Huh. I do know that I haven't taken a real science class, like a non-interdisciplinary studies science class, since high school. Just because I over-specialized early, let's say, in my
I even had to sell
university
the ring
academic
for my
career.
mother-in-law, but I'm telling you, if he runs up any more debts, I don't know what I'll do. This was the third time.
My respects.
Go and see the priest and ask him to talk to you.
Good doggy. Good boy.
The priest gambles with them. What? Shoo, bet he does. His housekeeper told me he's got a brooch at home I lost a month ago.
Oh wait, I don't actually need to eat, do I? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna sleep. Early in the morning, a little breakfast. All right, then, yeah, that'll do. Then I think we're... Oh, no, wait. There is one more gang of bandits that we need to take out for what's his name? Down in, there it is, called a guy named Casper. Why can't I track this? There it is. I can. Oh, and he's over in Apollonia. Okay. Alright, well. I have a bite to eat, and then I go take him out. Take out this Casper fella. That is the thing. So Grace, you point out that it's been almost 10 years since you finished high school.
Excuse
but
me?
Things don't really change that much. They tend to change a lot in the U.S., even state by state, even within a particular state, honestly, even to the county level in some cases. There are maybe this is just over the last few decades, in my post high school career, but there have been a lot of significant changes in high school curriculum. Just going back from like the George Bush era No Child Left Behind thing to the Obama era Common Core thing, to that getting sort of walked back, thank God. And then also the various state level schemes, and deals, and switcheroos, and changes, and nonsense. It's all kind of silly, the levels of changes that you see, but also at the same time, like it's. The changes make it hard to keep track of, in addition to them not necessarily being all that useful. Like, I don't think that the significant changes that have happened since I was in high school, in terms of high school curricula, have actually made anything better at all than my own high school experience was. Like, I really don't think it was. I don't think things are that much better, if they're better at all. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Okay, hold on.
Now you're going to get it.
Uh-oh.
Attack! Everyone get over here! Help me with this dog! Take him from the side! Do it! You know match for us, fucker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp,
Really?
fucker!
Why couldn't I side strike that?
Fuck you! Wanker! Get up! We're going to gut you, you whoreson! I'm all yours! Enough! I give up!
No.
You swine! Attack!
No.
Come and help us!
It's a bad idea. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do this, buddy.
Useless!
Ow!
Take that! You wanna try? Mercy! Leave me be!
Stop it! You shot me! Anything worth taking? Probably not. Those are some nice digs. A little bit. Digs. Whatever. Close. Warhammer. Nah. Bandit. Where did Casper go? Which one was Casper? Ah, there he is. This is Casper. What was I supposed to take? His ring. Keys and few coins.
I'll rip you to shreds, you scum!
Come on. There we go. That did it. I mean, I could have actually stealth killed him, I'm pretty sure, but nah. That's right, yeah, and so I've actually heard of this in French high schools, that you have to take either French immersion, so basically all of your studies are in French, or you have to take, and that's, I think, isn't that primarily in Quebec, or is that an option elsewhere? Otherwise, you have to take at least, what is it, a semester of French, or is it proficiency, actually? I'm not sure. Fried chicken. Interesting. Yamat? Are there more of them? Doesn't seem like there's more of them. Ooh. Mustard? I don't think I need that. Okay. Gotta see if there's anything else worth taking in this big old camp. It's a big camp. There's a lot going on here, so. I guess a semester of butchered Latin. And I took a reasonable amount of Latin, but never in high school, because it wasn't offered in my high school, which is unfortunate. I wish it had been, but no. No, I learned Spanish in high school, and I learned it nearly to fluency, I would say. Not nearly. I would say I learned it to fluency. I was for some time fully conversant in Spanish. Less so anymore. Mostly because in my Latin studies, I now mix them up.
I yield!
Wow.
Let me go.
I've locked one hit.
Please.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Get out of here!
I won't forget this. Thank you.
Stop being a
I'm in
bandit.
your debt. Farewell.
Stop robbing people. Please, thank you. No, please, don't kill me. Okay, so French immersion is if you live in English majority provinces in the territories other than Quebec, which is all French all the time in schools except mandatory English classes. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I thought French immersion referred to that. It referred to all classes being in French. In other words, what it is in Quebec. Oh, getting something. Oh, Imp, getting something for your mom from Pandora. Nice. Nice. I need to get down to all the way over to Samin. Let's go! An ambush? Yeah, stop and get involved. Somebody's bad guys are fighting nice, innocent peoples. Hey. Hey, bud. What do you think you're doing? Really?
That hit home! Fuck! Somebody, please! You want to try me?
Okay, I think I got him right across the throat there. That was pretty good. Hey, buddy. You good? Yeah, you're freaking out a little bit. That's okay. I understand. It does happen. Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
Saving your life?
And who asked you to do that? I had them right where I wanted. A little longer and they'd be done for.
Sorry then. I was just trying to help.
What were you trying to do?
Thanks a lot. Now everyone's going to think I'm some kind of milksop. You know what? Piss off before I kick your ass at least.
Wow. Okay. Guy's a jerk. Oh, nice. Model skull cap. Hourglass gauntlets, very nice. Brigandine legs, also nice. Badge. Okay, good. Swanky. I'll take 29 common bolts. I have need of those. Not a great need, but need nonetheless. Alright, come here, Febs. Okay, so French immersion is offered in English schools. If you want to move from mandatory core French to more intensive French learning. Oh, okay, that's okay. I was thinking it was something more more elaborate than that, I guess.
can't swim.
Yes, you can. I saw you swim in the intro. Not well. And probably not in armor. But still.
I'm at your service, sir.
Wash myself a little bit. Alright. So, I also, I will note that if you haven't seen it yet, I invite you to check out my latest video, which you'll find linked in the description, among other places. Also, just, on my channel. It's on a distinction that I think is absolutely fascinating, that I don't think gets enough philosophical attention. That is...
What are you doing here?
That is the idea of excuses, and how they're distinguished between excuses, justifications, apologies. I won't go through the whole video yet.
Good boy. God be with you.
But I do think it's absolutely worth a watch, because it's a fascinating distinction, a fascinating topic, from a fascinating source, that being J.L. Austin's A Plea for Excuses. Jules, come here.
Lord be with you. Caspar is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What
He might
about
be
the
a
ring?
little bit separated from the Lord in a sense,
it?
but yeah.
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
If Caspar was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
What's next for you?
Now? Serving Lord Sameen. Now that I've put my past to rest, hopefully he'll be able to trust me.
That'll be quite the change, no?
Yeah, it sure will. I just wonder if I'm not too old. If it's not too late for me already. I don't know if I can get used to it, but I reckon we'll see.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Likewise. And actually, here, managed to get a bit
So,
of
by the way,
silver
that, when he's not there, that is a bassinet
knows you
with, I
deserve
forget
it.
what that
Thanks.
visor is called.
Well,
But
I suppose this
that's
is
a better
goodbye.
example of a
Maybe we'll
contemporary
see each other at Sameen's wedding.
helmet.
And if not, come and see me anytime. You're good, Henry, I'll give you that. But there are still things I can teach you.
I'd like
Like
to
what?
learn something.
What is this about?
Ooh.
I'm interested in sword fighting.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
What is my swordsmanship skill? Oh. Well, okay then. It's almost maxed. I don't actually need that. If I hit one more person with one more sword, it'll be maxed out. Basically. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but not by much. Stealth he can teach me about, that's for sure. Thievery, I guess, yeah.
Billy doggy.
I'd like to learn.
What are you interested
Let's go with
I know what a lockpick is, but I'm still not very good at using them.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Okay, that's fascinating. So Grace is talking about how her brain doesn't understand math well in English and basically converts it to French and translates the decimal symbol to a comma and things like that. That's fascinating. How multiple languages work in the brain and how they associate with different things, and how particularly people who are fully multilingual, especially if you learned more than one language in early childhood, how your brain manages to associate different skills and different things with different languages. That's always that really fascinates me. I think that can tell us about a lot about how the brain works, which is outside my expertise at all. But oh, you didn't do math in French at all. Whoa. Wait. Oh, you barely math in English, but don't math in French at all. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. And I mean, it's still fascinating, right? That there is such a difference. Like, that difference alone is really interesting to me.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Let's do stealth.
Teach me how to sneak around without alerting my prey.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
God
Look
be
at that.
with
I have tons of money.
you. Keep
I
the
can,
peace and we'll stay friends.
Cheers.
I can afford to throw some Russian around.
I hope you
do
have an
that sort of thing.
uneventful shift.
Yeah, actually, I know that, yeah, the whole turning the decimal point into a comma thing, I think that's actually quite common to Romance languages. I know Spanish does it. I think there are even some English-speaking communities that do that, but I'm not sure. Because I've seen it in English. It's a little weird to me, as an American English speaker, but I have seen that even in English. Okay, cool. So that's all taken care of. Also, French verb conjugation is not fun, let's say. Yeah, I'm sure. I see that's the thing. Because I have learned a good deal of Spanish and a good deal of Latin, I have a working knowledge of most Romance languages. Like, I can essentially understand Italian, written or spoken. I can more or less understand Portuguese, spoken more than written, but both really, to a reasonable degree. I could more or less understand if somebody is speaking to me in Portuguese, let's put it that way. Now, French, though, because it's... French is so weird. The pronunciation and spelling of French is so bizarre compared to other Romance languages that I have a lot more trouble wrapping my head around it, especially spoken. I can sometimes read written French, but spoken is just a bizarre mystery to me. Alright, let me see if I can sell him some of this stuff I just picked up, huh? Oh, he has 46 groschen. Never mind. Maybe I can't do that. Alright, well, I'm gonna sleep for a few days.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
Not exactly. I'm gonna put away some stuff I don't need, like my materials. Those. A brooch. Oh, some scattershot. I definitely don't need yet. I've no gun. Okay, that'll work. I'm gonna go down to Troskowitz. I'm gonna go to their the tailor. Sell that jewelry. Because he'll give me a better price. And actually has some money. Then I think what I'll do is go, like I said, wait at least another day.
Gather round,
Oh, no.
come and see. This fella bought 3 pigs from his neighbour, insisting he would pay on St. Gallus' day. But St. Gallus came
Nice. Yeah, that's good prices there. Work.
Word about the problem.
Satisfied.
Finally.
Wow.
Was glad to be of help to you.
I can't believe I actually got that much money out of him, but okay. Cool.
So be careful who you buy from, and avoid dealing with dishonest types who are no better than criminals for the crimes of theft and fraud.
Oh, yeah, that's right. French verbs are masculine and feminine. They're gendered, aren't they? I forgot about that. That's kind of unique. That's quite rare, even in Romance languages. Usually it's just the noun that's gendered. I forget, is there a neuter? Is there a neuter gender in French or no?
To see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
I know most modern Romance languages don't. Let's Oh, I don't want to be overly hungry, so actually I'm gonna have a... Oh yeah, noose. Is it noose or new? Once again, I don't know French pronunciation at all. Okay. Let's have a nap. Sell off our stuff. By nap, I mean good night's rest. That's also something else I have done, by the way, off stream, is I have just sort of sat. I've sat around and just done practically nothing for over a week at a time on a couple of occasions. New Evu. Okay, there it is.
You have a kind master, eh, mutt?
Talk with Zog just got to Act 2. I am not even close. I'm about to go to the wedding. We're gonna go to the wedding tonight. We finished up all of the quests leading up to it, but that's it. We're getting ready to go to the wedding. Let me see. Is there anything here that I actually need to sell or anything? No. I could switch to the noble's sword for the wedding. It doesn't actually change at all my conspicuousness or charisma, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother at all. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I figured I would have better armor. First of all, because a lot of this is Sir Brunswick's armor, which was the like. It's not DLC technically, but it's Oh, put great armor in the chest, huh? Interesting idea. Maybe I'll do that. Because I do have this. This is my looking nice at the wedding thing outfit. I got a question. Should I also put a weapon or weapons in there? Because this is my good longsword. But like I said, I have a couple of decent single-handed swords that I could just throw in the chest if need be. Likewise with the shield. I'm gonna, if that's a particularly good idea. Yeah. Well, okay then.
My respects.
In that case, I'm gonna have a bite to eat for breakfast.
Are you going to
I'm gonna
bake
sell
bread
off
today?
the rest of the stuff that I don't actually need to take with me. Then I'm just gonna put my armor set, my nice armor set. I'm just gonna put it.
Me?
Sorry about that. I'm just gonna put my nice armor set into the chest on your advice. Sharpen anything? I guess might as well.
All right. This is already sharp.
Get it to 100. Need a couple hours. Excellent.
Fucking shit.
Ah, good. He's got his money back. All right, cool. Sell this, that, and that. Oh, it's gonna be too much. Darn it! Are you serious? Whatever. I have enough money.
To be of help to you, good sir.
I have enough money. I'll just take all of yours. It's fine. Whatever. All right. Yeah. Let's. In that case, when we go to the wedding, I'm gonna put all my stuff in the chest. Yes. Yes. It's my red outfit that I need to put in. Ooh.
Well, that's not bad at all.
I'm hoping that it lets me keep. I'll keep it, I guess. That's fine. That doesn't matter really. Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's the belt and the belt and stuff that's really a concern. Oh wait, I'm dressed like this. Hold on, I don't want to be dressed like this. There you go. It's the belt and pouch that are kind of a concern, but.
You got drunk again, didn't you?
No, of course not.
Okay, in that case, what I will do is I'm gonna sleep and save real quick for 1 hour, and then I'm gonna go to the wedding because I think we're good. Do a quick little save. Have another bite to eat, and then go to the wedding. Sorry, I'm lollygagging. Okay, I'm just putting things off. That's what I do in this game. All right. So I will say as well, related to. Are you serious? Oh, gosh, fine, never mind. Related to the thumbnail, if you saw, there is the. That'll do. There is the Papal Conclave happening very soon. It should be. I believe it starts tomorrow or Thursday. This week. It starts this week. And that means that we will likely have a new pope by the weekend.
Can we go to Semine now?
I see you're already dressed to the nines. Looking like you do, you'll have the girls swarming all over you.
Good to hear.
Okay.
Should we go?
Hold your horses for a while, Henry. I need to wash and change too, and then we can go.
Welcome, blacksmith. We were beginning to worry.
I bet you were. I'm bringing a wedding present.
Look who's finally here. Welcome, Radovan. And Henry.
Sir?
Well, do you have it?
Of course. Your son deserves the best. You can take it.
No, hold on to it. I'd be glad if you gave it to Older yourself.
I'd be honored.
Has Laura von Bergov arrived yet?
Henry, that's none of your business.
It's all right, Radovan. I understand his curiosity. Lord von Berghoff isn't here yet, but Chamberlain Ulrich assures me he'll arrive any moment now.
Sir, could I ask you to introduce me to Lord von Berghoff?
God's nails. I'm sure his lordship will have nothing better to do than talking to my apprentice.
We'll see, Henry. Now, unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. What are those beggars still doing by the gate? I thought I made it clear I wanted them gone, didn't I?
I drove them off, but they came back. They just won't take no for an answer.
At least close the gate for now so the guests don't see them. They must be gone before Sir Otto arrives. Do you understand?
Oh dear, you seem rather worried. Would it have to do with your guest of honor?
I'm afraid of it ending up in disgrace. I wouldn't want Sir Otto to take offense and leave before he gives Older his blessing.
I'm just going to be eager to help, because that is how Henry's going to convince people that he is worth introducing to Von Broekhoff.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, Henry. It's nice of you to offer your help, but I can't ask that of you. What kind of host would that make me?
Don't worry about it, sir. Since Henry is volunteering, why not take up his offer? If he proves himself, you can introduce him to Lord Van Berghoff as a reward.
There you go.
If that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame to you.
Thanks, Radovan.
Oh, we'll see. I've got to make some arrangements with the cook, but come and see me later. In the meantime, you can introduce yourself to the bailiff's son, Svatopluk, over there. You're the same age, so I think you'll get along just fine.
That's right, Henry. Svatja. He's fun to be around. God's nails. I bet he'll show you the prettiest girls around.
There's plenty of other entertainment, too.
Okay, then.
Bailiff Thrush is holding a dice tournament, and Captain Gnarly a dueling contest. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice. It's a big day for Samin.
One more thing, sir.
What else? Did I forget something?
They're, weapons.
Yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand, it's for security.
All our weapons?
Well, the wedding present is an exception, of course. Keep it safe, Radovan.
Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's, I assume, why you were saying that.
Look who's here. Welcome, Radovan.
How's it going, groom? How's your health?
Oh, guard. Okay.
This smells
Ooh,
so good.
what's that? Roasted piglet. I should not be eating any of this, really.
This smells so good.
How much does this do me for? 5? Oh no, I'm full, unfortunately. Unless I'm later, it's okay. Foster Tech's here.
Henry! Finally! You have no idea how happy I am to see you again!
Likewise. How are you?
How can I put this? I'm in a fix.
Oh?
Oh boy.
What happened this time?
Look around you. This much booze. This won't end well.
Oh,
you have to
no.
help me.
Like how?
I have to help the alcoholic.
You have to make sure I don't get drunk. If you see me with booze in my hands, don't let me drink it, or it'll end badly for me.
So I'm supposed to follow you around and mind you like a child?
Well, I'd surely appreciate it.
Oh, all right then. There's nothing else for it. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Sure.
Wine here on the table.
Keep Gamekeeper Vostatek from getting drunk.
Golden and crispy, well fed, here on the table. It will settle your stomach.
Okay.
I suppose he's glad you finally put all the bickering aside.
Would you like some
That's
cake,
delightful.
sir? It will go well with the wine.
Ooh. Poppy seed cola.
It would be rude not to toast the newlyweds at least once.
Bark cola.
Toast them for me.
Are these? I wonder if it's gonna. Okay, so a lot of the descriptions of these will actually give little recipes, which no, I guess it doesn't. Okay. 10 nourishment. Dang. Huh.
But if I see you with booze in your hands, you'll be sleeping in the shift house.
Here's the Arabians.
Chamberlain?
Of course, my dear. Wait. Tell me, haven't we met before? You look familiar. I feel like I've seen you before. Didn't you serve at Trotsky?
You must be mistaken, Master Chamberlain. I've never been to Trotsky.
Never been inside.
So? I could have sworn. But true, I could be mistaken. After all, you commoners do all look much the same to me.
Master Chamberlain, where's Lord von Berghoff? Why isn't he here yet?
What's it to you? Lord von Berghoff will arrive when the time's right.
That is the guy who ordered shit to be dumped on us.
This smells.
Welcome, Henry. You came with Radovan, did you?
Aye. He took me with him because we forged that sword together.
He did the right thing. Olbram's here too, if you want to greet the old man.
I'd like to see him.
So, what do you say, Henry? Will you have a drink with me? We haven't really drunk to making up with the Jelliavites yet.
Not now. Perhaps later.
Don't want to get drunk yet.
I suppose he's glad you finally...
Keep checking on him.
You know,
He's not drunk.
I'm relieved too. I'm just a little worried the old man won't hold out much longer. Would you like
Okay, Voika. Who's Elisha?
Now we've made peace.
Guard. Alright.
As soon as the maid shows up.
We could have saved some groschen had you not ordered so much.
So Jan.
What's a wedding without a good drink?
I'm just saying. You may be
I'll come back to Jan.
I was going to take a sip at least.
Alright, let's keep wandering about.
Young man,
What is it?
I'll tell you, but come closer.
Dubravka. Who's Dubravka?
Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubravka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
Why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance.
Okay.
The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
Isn't there something more to it? Everyone with two legs dances at a wedding. And young girls are always in demand. So there must be something else. Or am I wrong?
All right, I'll tell you. My girl's just clumsy. She dances like she has two left legs, and she kicks and tramples every partner's feet.
Sure, why not?
Indeed. Why wouldn't I dance with her? So what if she's not good at it?
Well, you're a good lad. Thank you. She'll be so happy. She's sitting there by the fire, the girl in the purple dress. But if she asks who sent you, you better not tell her. She's a sensitive girl, you know.
This, by the way, is a this is a potential like romance option, so to speak. And I'm not going to be doing any of that because Henry is a good loyal lad to good old Teresa.
How are you? I'm Henry.
I'm Dubravka.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dance? With you? I don't know. There's so many people.
Oh, come on. We're at a wedding. It's a time to celebrate and rejoice. Where else would you dance till your shoes fall apart? You're not going to just sit in the corner. Come on, don't make me beg.
Well, alright, let's go.
Man, Henry's smooth.
The bottom foot was mine.
How am I being injured so badly by this? What is happening?
God, this is punishment.
I'm actually being hurt. What is this?
How much longer?
Okay, I called Henry smooth a little too soon.
Oh, that was beautiful. I haven't danced like this in a long time. How did you enjoy it?
You dance like a fairy, Dubravka.
Truly? No one's ever told me that.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You're the first. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. But maybe we'll meet Dan.
No, let's not. I'm gonna splash some water on my face and feel better. Heal my poor little feet. Oh gosh, alright. How's my... No, I'm not. Still.
Show me here. I'll massage them for you and you'll be as spry as a deer.
Thanks, but it's not that bad.
So we can dance then.
Oh, you just never give up, do you?
Mishka, shall we have a dance?
Vitek.
Well, well, look who's here. Good to see you, Henry. This is Vitek.
Wait. Henry? Well, I know you. You saved my
See,
pa's
this is the
hide
benefit
from
of doing all of these quests before running
Your
away.
pa's a real piece of work, I'll tell you that.
So we've got a hero in our midst.
A hero? Well, don't take it the wrong way. It's nice that you helped him, but he'd have been fine if he hadn't gotten drunk. Oh, and I'm afraid he's not going to fare much better today. Have you seen him?
Right. We talked.
So, you caught him while he was still sober. Congratulations.
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
What's it about?
When some poor lass catches his eye, he buzzes around her like a wasp.
And makes an incredible fool of himself.
And who's the girl?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
Actually, girls like poems. Well, unless you gabble like a barnyard gander while reciting them.
Gander, huh? Good one. Why don't you show Wojtek how it's done?
Well, I suppose...
Why not?
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or handsome Henry.
Oh my god.
I'd like to see that. You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
Alright. I could...
Fantastic. I knew
Why not?
right away
Let's
you'd be up
give
for a
this
bit
a
of
try.
fun.
Wait, though,
Stop dilly-dallying and go and get her before Wojtek wears her down.
Is there any point in trying to get a word in?
None. That's our spotcha for you.
Ah, bugger off. It'll be a laugh.
Svatya is kind of annoying.
Show me here. Oh, Mishka, dearest. You give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and Valerian.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Great things.
How I long to kiss your lips. And, put my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
Give the little compliment. Let's go with that. Svatya, no, okay, yeah, no, Grace. Svatya definitely seems like a dick. He's the guy we got, I think he was involved in that fist fight we got into when Hans was being maybe even more of a dick.
To pay this beautiful damsel a compliment. That's allowed, is it not?
The damsel isn't interested.
The damsel has a voice and a name.
And may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
Oh boy.
You're a joke. And that's all you can do to amuse Mishka.
If you hadn't
See, that was
interrupted
funny.
us so rudely, I'd have recited a poem to the girl.
You? A poem? You mean one that rhymes? Like, darling dear, bring me a beer?
So recite one yourself if you're so clever.
A vagabond I might be, with my pitcher empty, but now I am a lord, my dear, with a pitcher full of beer.
There might be something in that. Wojtek's been blabbering at me so long, I've worked up a thirst.
Blabbering?
There you go.
I was keeping you company.
How about
bad,
you
not bad.
just leave me alone? Have you still not got it into your head that I'm not interested in you or your reciting?
But wait! There's 2 more verses.
And that's 4 too many.
This is all your fault. Who do you think you are? You turn up out of nowhere and start humiliating me in front of Mishka.
You're doing a good enough job of
You're
that
gonna
without
get
my help.
punched.
I just
Henry's
happened
about
to
to
be
get hit in
past
the
it.
face.
I'll give you Ma. I challenge you to a duel.
What?
Are you afraid? Prove you're a man.
Wojtek, for the love of God, surely you're not going to fight here.
There's a
I
dueling
hope at
ring
least
right over
one
there.
of you has some sense.
You want it? You've got it.
God almighty, what creatures have you given souls to?
This is...
Come on, don't be a chicken.
So, you cockerels, have you had enough?
That'll teach you manners.
Out! Oh, it was supposed to be a fair fight, and you pounded on me like a deaf man on a door.
Just
Was
a
it
normal
not a fair
fist
fight?
Be a man. Hey, where's Mishka?
Did your turtle dove
Off
fly
to go
away?
do something far more
Sorry to
productive
hear
than
that.
this.
Oh, sucker. So all that effort was for nothing?
Serves you right, fucking butcher.
She took off first chance she got. I expect she was glad to be rid of you 2 arseholes for a while.
See?
Understandable.
If only you'd kept your nose out.
We're both to blame. We got each other all fired up.
Whoa, whoa. I was just defending myself. But you came here strutting like a peacock.
Listen to
Oh, you like
reason,
my hat.
Wojtek. You're like 2 roosters, only you've got just one head. You 2 better calm down. You're at a wedding, so act like it.
Fucking hell. See what you did?
Lord Sameen
Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
That's not that's absolutely not true at all. Jurg? Merchant Jurg. Hey, Hans. You're drinking.
Well, well, well. Who do we have here?
What are you doing here?
I'm working at our task. What else?
Okay,
How did you get
okay.
in?
What's it to you?
Oh,
Mind your own
no.
business.
He broke in, didn't he? He did. He snuck in. Hi, Gnarly.
I hear you're in charge of the sword fighting tournament.
That's right, Henry. What is it? Would you like to try your hand?
First, I want to ask you something.
What do you want to know?
What are the rules?
Very simple. It's not hard. Everybody gets a wooden sword, and whoever wins first, wins. Whoever beats young
Okay.
Lord Alder, Svatopluk the bailiff's boy, and Lord Semyon himself takes it all.
Okay.
What's the price?
Let it be a surprise.
You don't know, do you?
True, I don't. But I hear our master's being very generous, so you won't be disappointed.
Okay.
Who do I fight first?
Young Lord Alder is waiting for you.
Let's do it.
Groom.
Aye, him. Don't you dare wound him, Henry.
Okay, let's do
I'd be
it.
happy to take part.
All right. Then go and challenge our young lord to a duel.
Awesome. I love it. Let's do it. Let's see, what else is there to go on here? Ah, bailiff.
Have you come to play dice?
Oh.
Of course. Tell me, what's the wager?
Look what I've got.
A gold badge.
That's right, and it can be yours.
All I have to do is beat you at dice. So what are we waiting for?
Easy, youngster. It's not that simple. You have to earn that chance. That means first winning against Radovan the blacksmith, Emric the apothecary, and Ulrich the chamberlain.
Ooh, okay.
I understand. So what are the rules?
It's no big deal. You're not betting any money. If you win, you get a tin badge from each of them. And if you lose, you drink.
How many times can I challenge them?
As many times as you want, as long as you can stay on your feet.
All right.
I really like that.
Of course, you might regret it in the morning.
Nah, to hell with that, bailiff.
A person makes his own luck.
All right, I'll see you soon. In the meantime, you can polish that badge up nicely for me.
Someone's feeling lucky.
That's what I'm talking about, damn it.
All right, welcome back, Imp. All right. Okay, so we have a lot to do. Let's see. There's the Miller.
But expect
Milla.
he just got delayed.
Hey, Betty.
Well. How did you get in here?
How did you get in here?
Greetings, innkeeper. I came with Radovan. We forged a sword together for Lord Semi.
So you can do something besides brawling? Don't worry. I'm just teasing you.
Okay. Residence house wives, guards. Dubrovka. Let's talk to her.
Thank you, lad.
Dubrovka's mom.
I haven't seen Dubravka this happy in a long time.
Ravka.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hold up. Congratulations, are in order.
Well, I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing.
Are you looking forward to being married?
Yes. Yes, I'm very fond of Agnes. As a wise man once said, 2 things are needed for a perfect marriage. The husband must be deaf, and the wife blind. Yes, we'll see.
Okay, wow, that's Imsim says he's listening to an interesting podcast from a channel called The Medievalist. I have seen some of their stuff. He interviewed a Byzantine scholar, potential mentor for me. They discussed Western historiography. Very cool. Oh, there's more to come. I'll wait on that. Let's challenge him to a duel.
Sir, I'd like to challenge you to a duel.
God knows I'll gladly accept your challenge.
The shawm is a little bit loud, isn't it? Gotcha.
Off, you son of a bitch!
Oh, sorry about the face, buddy.
Shit, what the?
Really sorry about the face.
Fuck me!
Are you mad? God sake, you
I didn't
Nice
kill
fight,
him.
Henry.
I hit him in the
It's
chest.
been a long time
okay?
since
I'm
I've
right
seen
here.
our young lord beaten.
Thank you, Captain. What now?
What's your hurry? Take it easy, youngster. Go and have some fun. Have a drink or two. Then come back.
Okay.
I'm not going to spread any gossip about my master.
What gossip? I'm just curious as a merchant, is all.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Who do I challenge to dice?
A little sorry for him. Aye, I do.
Hey,
Would you look at that? The return of the prodigal son. How did it go?
So in particular, it's in terms of Eastern Rome. They called it Byzantine or Greek, right? Because in the Renaissance, Western Europe was rediscovered Rome. So having a Roman Empire in Eastern Europe doesn't fit with their narrative. Yeah, I mean, the Byzantine Empire, so to speak, is referred to as Greek, also linguistically, right? The language of the court was Greek, rather than Latin in the Byzantine Empire. That is to say, in the eastern half of the Roman Empire after Constantine moved the capital.
I kicked Wojtek's arse. He didn't stand a chance against me.
That was the point.
You can say that again. When he walked by, he was upping and stomping like an angry badger.
Exactly. Poor fool. First the girl laughs at him, and then he loses a fight. That's a lot of shame to swallow in one day.
Not so bad.
Mishka took us both for idiots anyway. So the whole thing was for naught.
Which is fine, really.
Anyway, you lost. So you're drinking.
Wait, what do you mean, lost? It was you two who made a bet. For 10 groschen.
Well, we did twist your arm a bit, so we'll drink with you.
All right, then. To the newlyweds.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's what everybody here drinks to. To ours!
2 hours then.
I'm gonna have to take a digestive potion or something.
I should go and see Lord Semi. He looked worried. And I promised I'd help him. And introduce me to Lord von Burghoff in return.
Okay, hold on. Where is Fostatek? I need to make sure he's not drinking.
Roasting.
I need to make sure Fostatek is not drinking. Emmerich. I need to face him in dice. But... Oh, just a...
What did you just call me?
Oh, no.
You don't like it? I'm sorry. Henry. Have you got a moment?
I'm listening.
Hold on. First of all, let me go to my... oh, jeez. What's the thing that helps with alcohol? Hair of the dog, right? Should have gotten more. I should have made a lot more. What is it? There's a thing that reduces alcohol. Okay, decreases nourishment. That's going to be useful, but it's not what I'm after. I don't have any hair of the dog. Oh, crap. That's not good. Oh, no. Fox blood. It's not fresh? Why isn't it fresh? Oh, it's because I picked it up somewhere. Okay. Stamina. Lubrication. Marigold decoction. Okay. Darn it. That's not great. That's not ideal. Okay. Well, I'm a little drunk. That's fine. Imsim says, I do like your point of view rebranding Byzantium as Eastern or medieval Rome. One area I'm particularly interested in is medieval Sicily, as I was Roman for a long time. Then it was Roman for a long time, then came under Arab control for about 2.5 centuries, and finally came under Norman rule. Norman rule? I actually didn't realize that.
I want to tell you something, although you probably already know what.
Let's
go, Bravka. I don't want to hear it. I know what you want from me. And I also know you wouldn't be happy.
But why not? I mean, we get on great.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I have a weakness.
That still won't put me off. What weakness?
I once got kicked by a horse and well, you know, since then, I just can't.
You can't what?
I can't serve as a husband. Or as a lover. I just can't.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
This is going to start rumors.
Terribly sorry. So, well, forget I said anything.
Henry.
Take care.
What? Henry. This is going to start horrendous rumors. What? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. There's Mishka, to whom I have embarrassed myself.
Greetings. What do you need?
Oh, never mind.
See you later.
There you are. Bye-bye.
I heard you're in need of money.
Who's this?
Yes? What is it you want?
I mean, that does make sense, I guess. Many of the dukes and kings of Crusader states were Normans. It does make sense, I suppose. The Normans and Romans had an intense rivalry, and particularly right before and during the Crusade era. Many Crusaders were Normans who'd fought against the Roman Emperor Alexios. Oh, that is true, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Where are you staring off to so sadly?
Takov is somewhere over there. And my sweetheart, Henny. He can't be here with me because I'm told he's not good enough for me. I know it's Agnes's wedding. But it still makes me sad. But why am I pouring out my heart to you? Sorry.
I've never heard that description, that the Normans were to the medieval world what the Sea Peoples were to the Bronze Age. I don't know if I would describe them that way. I would describe the actual Sea People of the medieval world as the Sea People of the medieval world, that being the Norse, but maybe, okay, maybe you're onto something. I can see that, I guess. I can see a case to be made, at least. That they are these almost world conquerors, or at least world annoyers.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Who's Hanik, anyway?
Tell you.
Don't worry about it.
I want this to help with my drunkenness, but I don't think it will. Talk to Lord Samin? No. Badge from Radovan. Emmerich. Chamberlain. New quest. Where is Vostatek? I need to make sure Vostatek is not drinking. This is crucial. Oh, I heard him. No, that wasn't him.
What's
Okay.
wrong with him? He already has a horse, so why would I give him another one?
Hopefully you'll still have it.
Sir Samin.
It smells so
Where is Vostatek? Hannes, the musician. Wojtek, whom I punched. But didn't quite deserve to be punched. I mean, he did a little bit. He was an embarrassment, that's for sure. Alright, let's, I guess we'll play dice with Emmerich. Why not? But where is Vostatek? If he is drunk off somewhere, I have failed at my job. The job that I took on for no good reason.
That explains it.
Vostatek, hey, put it down.
A lovely day today, huh?
What's this I see, gamekeeper? You didn't hold out for long.
But Henry, it's nothing.
I mean, I guess the Normans were Christianized Norse, that is fair. But anyway, cheers, Vostatek. No.
None of that. You asked me to watch you.
I suppose it's better that way.
That's right.
Here you go.
That's the way, gamekeeper.
Leave me be.
You're being a pain again.
Wow, he really is, isn't he? Hey, Jules.
Hey, Henry! It's so good to see you here.
Because you don't know anybody else here.
Exactly! And that means you're the only one who'll drink with me. What do you say?
No thanks. I don't feel like drinking right now.
But I have to drink to you. After all, you helped me deal with my own people. I don't know if I could have managed on my own. I must be getting old. So here's to you, Henry.
Well, thanks.
What do you think?
About the wedding? Fine. Plenty of wine and women.
But?
I'm not used to such affairs. It's a bit too quiet for me.
Quiet? Here? I don't know what kind of weddings you're used to, but I wouldn't call this quiet.
It is true. My game audio is almost peaking every time I walk by the musicians.
happy and friendly here. And I can't get used to not watching my back all the time, you know?
I kind of want to drink to Gob, oral Gob, but oh, no, I'll come back to that. Where are the musicians, or is it just sort of emanating from this area?
I'd like to play dice for your badge.
Sorry to disappoint you. I don't have it anymore.
Someone won it from you.
No, it's not that. I must have lost it somewhere.
What now?
Oh no.
Nothing. Tell Thrush when you get to him and the others. Gott mit dir sein.
We lost it.
How am I supposed to do that? If I don't serve him, someone else will.
Hey, Wojtek.
What are you gaping at?
Nothing. Just gaping. Anyway.
What do you mean?
Who else? Imsip says, I'm starting to realize that, okay, so Radovan and the Chamberlain. Starting to realize that film, TV, and video games portray ancient medieval people just as decadent and sex-crazed, like post-sexual revolution Westerners. In reality, they were extremely religious and probably feared an extramarital affair would damn themselves to hell. That is largely, but not universally, true. I think that that is, I think, mostly the case. But I think there would be exceptions to that. Right?
Let's play dice.
For a badge?
That's right.
Shall we drink to that?
No. I prefer to play with a clear head.
You're a barrel of laughs, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. Wait. Which one is it? Should I just use all weighted dice? They all land on ones. Let's do 2 of those. And 4 of those. Yeah, that'll work.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Okay, so... Alright, 1. Alright, let's pass on that. That's pretty good. 1100's got. That is good. That's good. It's a good turn. I only need 400 next round. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's that.
But yeah, I do think that you're right that that our sort of postmodern cultural lens. Wow, that'll work. Done.
Good game, friend.
Damn. On your first turn.
It was my second turn. What are you talking about?
No luck. It's pure skill.
Bollocks. Just take your badge and go.
So, sorry, Radovan.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
Who is it that is in charge of the duels? I forget.
I meant to say Hamlet.
It's a fine fortress, all right?
Although Trotsky puts it to shame, eh?
You work even when you're not in the shop, it seems.
Oh.
Sorry, my lady.
Hey, it's, what's her name?
Older looks more elegant than Jan did on our wedding day.
Who's, what's her name? The beggar from Troskowitz.
With a weapon in their hand, everyone is brave.
Really? Radovan's on his way back.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Troskowitz, we've always laughed at your progress.
Shoot.
To pieces. How much does he owe you?
Not Wojtek. Who is it that I need to talk to about the duels? It was the guard captain, right? Whose name I can't remember. Old Obrum. Is it Obrum? Or is that the groom?
I married the prettiest girl in the village after all.
Not every bride can afford a new dress made from the most expensive fabrics.
Hi there, Gerda.
Good evening. What do you need?
Oh, never mind.
Take care now.
Oh, no, I should actually ruin her day.
I know now how it is with the apparition you saw.
This was from like 3 weeks ago, so if you don't remember this, I can,
So tell me,
refresh.
who did I see at the cross? It still keeps me up at night.
It was Conrad, an old friend of the hermit Ambrose, and a knight of the cross with the red star. Ambrose sent him to dig up his secret hiding place. You surprised him there.
I surprised him. I'm the one who almost dropped dead. Have you got any proof? So I know you haven't just made it all up.
Ask the widow Margaret from the village here.
Not
She'll
here,
confirm
but...
everything.
I know Margaret. So it wasn't a diabolical apparition.
No,
No
all's
devil
well.
here. Never was. This was nothing more than a dispute between their order and the bishop's inquisition.
Thank God that's all there is to it. And may the old hermit's soul rest in peace. And thank you, too. If you need anything from the apothecary, I'll put in a word with my husband. He's very good. And take this book. It might come in useful for you. Or you can sell it.
Both. Guard. We grabbed his mom.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that.
Sadler. Lost attack. Hans. I maybe shouldn't be up here, huh?
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Where can I go to do the next round of dueling? Hmm? Ah, well. Oh gosh, so Imzeb asked what name I think the next pope will take. Honestly, that's a harder thing to call than who the next pope will be. And that is a hard thing to call. The best bet so far, the good money, if you can call it that, I suppose, is on Pizza Balla, which is the funniest name ever. But he is probably he's the best bet right now, I think. That means almost certainly he almost certainly won't be pope. Because he is the best bet. He's the most predictable one.
Keep your mouth shut.
Unfortunately, I actually think that he would make a good pope from what I've seen. I don't know much about it, but everything I've seen has been good. So, but who knows? God knows, and that's it, really, at this point. Let me see. Who else do I need to get to? There's a new quest there. Who is that? Who's that quest? Huh.
Oh, you. A few dozen.
Okay, so I agree with you that I think Cardinal Sarah would make a good pope. The problem is that he would make a good pope for a couple of years. He's very old. He's 79, I think. He would be, if elected, he would be the oldest pope ever elected. Now, he's not as old as many popes have been when they passed, like when they died, but he is certainly older than I think any pope who has ever been elected. Unfortunately, I do think that he is, realistically, he's probably too old. I think that Cardinal Sarah would have been a, I don't know if I can say this. No, I think I can. I think he would have been a good pope in place of or at the time of Pope Francis. When Francis was elected, I think Cardinal Sarah would have been a better pope then than he would now. Yeah, Pizza Ball is 60. Yeah, he could, in theory, be pontiff for nearly 30 years. He would be a relatively young pope, which, I mean, at 60, that is a little sketchy. Well, if that's so young to be pope, but
you'll face the bailiff's son next.
All right.
Challenge him.
I'll go and challenge him.
Ah, Svatya. I've been waiting to hit you in the face. I'm thrilled to hit you in the face. Hey, Chamberlain. Can I enter
the lady?
You're in need of money. Okay. All right, fine.
Not that it...
Hey, Svatya. We finally get the real young Pope. Wasn't he like 40? I still haven't seen the show, so I don't know.
Don't count on it. I'm not a clumsy oaf like Wojtek.
I'm not either, so. Right in the face. Now you, I don't mind hitting in the face. Or the,
What
neck.
the fuck was that?
Collarbone, really. Once again, collarbone.
What the? What the fuck was that?
Are you mad?
Nice work, Henry. He wasn't an easy opponent.
I mean, he kinda
never
was,
thought
but-
the bailiff's boy would be able to swing a sword like that.
Yeah, you're right. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
Mutual respect. That's how it should be.
Who am I going to face next?
He's good.
Now,
He's good.
take
but,
a break and come back in a while.
but I did get him good. Got him good.
I'm the bailiff's cousin, 5 times removed on my mother's side. By marriage.
Ah, not too close then, I suppose.
Ha! I knew he'd win.
If Pizza Balla is elected, should we go out for pizza? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, we should go out for pizza anyway. Always a good idea.
I can't now.
Later. Fine. Can I go straight into the next duel, or am I gonna have to wait? Hey, Gnarly.
Can I get on with it now?
Patience, son.
Okay, well, Lord Krezel, who is that's it. The quest marker for him is because I didn't take up his offer on getting me in here. That's why. Yeah, so Pizza Balla might have a say since he's really anti-Israel and anti-Hamas. He offered himself as a captive in exchange for the Israeli civilian hostages. He's also condemned Israel's invasion. That is a bold position to take. Especially in today's secular political climate, where it's particularly difficult to say anything in opposition to Israel and not be construed as being a supporter of Hamas, which is quite frankly silly. But I mean, it's very silly. But what are you going to do? It's politics. It's popular politics. Of course, it's silly. Okay. What was that? Okay, well, I guess I gotta advance the quest, so to speak.
Troskowitz, we'd always laugh at your
I'd like to learn.
There's no time.
Okay, no. Fine.
At least he'll be doing something useful for a change.
All right, let's advance things along, shall we? Oh, good. We're no longer drunk. That's good. The drunkenness has passed. Been standing around for long enough, I guess.
How do you like the food so far?
So, Jan?
I'm here to help you, sir.
I said you didn't have to.
Well, I made a promise. Is this about the beggars by the gate?
That too, but I'm more worried about my wayward relatives. Their insatiable thirst.
You mean Yurko and the Moravians?
Oh, what did I do to deserve a nephew like him?
I'll try to keep an eye on them. Maybe I'll be able to keep them in check.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. But don't get your hopes up. Getting between them and booze is asking for trouble.
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking Tuma, the guard on the gate. Maybe he's figured something out already.
Imsim suggests that maybe Cardinal Pizza Balla should take the name John the 24th as Pope. That way he could be Papa John. I hate you. I hate that. Everything about... Oh, God. Why? Why are we... Why is his name so funny? Why does his name have to be hilarious? Like, that's not... It's not fair. Why does this... Why... Italy. Italy, man. It's just Italy sometimes, you know? Like... Anyway.
Wouldn't it be enough to give them a bit of food and encourage them to move on?
You think I didn't think of that? Or that I'm a pinch purse?
I certainly didn't mean that, sir.
If it was up to me, they'd all eat their fill. But my cook won't allow it. She cooks well, but she's shamefully stingy.
I'll talk to Toomer and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord von Berghoff arrives.
Of course.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, guard at the gate, and can I talk to the cook instead?
Hey, where have you? Drink beer.
Yoko!
Well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Easy, gents. Come in peace.
You gave me a hammer in last time. Well, you'll near be so lucky this time, fella.
You want to fight? Here.
What's the matter? Are you shitting it?
Okay, sure.
The laddie looks like he's gonna start agreeing.
What?
We're only having you on, pal. It's all water under the bridge.
Where are the Moravians
And
Scottish?
You go from Moravia, and these fine lads hail from there too.
I'm Henry, from Scallis.
Well, Henry, come and have a wee drink with us to settle our differences.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Why not? I'd love to have a drink with you.
Of course you would.
Just the one.
Look, that pish of yours makes me heave. It's near fit to drink. We have to find something better.
You know why Lord Sunny won't give you anything better? Because he's afraid you'll get drunk and start a brawl.
Now look here, you bampot. I'll tell you an age-old piece of wisdom. A dry Moravian is 100 times more raj than a drunk one. So, if you didn't want this place smashed to pieces...
This is 100% just Scottish. They're just Scottish.
I see. This is getting serious. And where would I find something?
Something, my ass. We want the good swally we brought from Moravia. Seeing as we can't there be no but fishy. But old Sir Me took it from us and hid it in the fortress dunnies.
Dunnies?
The cellars. That old Boddock even put them under guard with our liquor inside.
All right.
I'm
How
not
will I
doing this.
recognise
This is such a
stuff
bad
I'm looking
idea.
for?
I'm sure you'll be able to tell. It's a wee jug. Well, maybe not all that wee.
And who's guarding the cellar?
A guard, of course. He's holed up in there like a badger, gawking at the door and not moving an inch.
I don't think there's much I can do about the guard. Do you have any ideas?
I didn't care. Just get rid of him. Make up some keech so he fucks off. I'll let you in there. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I reckon I don't have much choice, do I?
Okay, this is gonna be awful.
He's been coming here for so long. Everybody knows him.
Okay, so he wants me to get in here. I gotta find the Chamberlain.
What do you mean?
You'll see about the cellar. I'm probably not gonna get the drink from the Moravians. That seems like a really bad idea. He's still dancing. Let me go check on the dueling ring.
Can I get on with it now?
Patience.
Alright, never mind. Okay, in that case, let's go talk to the gate guard.
You know, but just for a moment.
Where is the guard? What they're talking about? I mean, it's in the cellar, which means it's in there, which means I need to get that guard in particular. This guy, I guess, is the one I would need to distract. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do this. I'm leaning towards not helping the Moravians. They're kind of bastards.
You're Henry, right? The one who came with the blacksmith.
The one and only.
You came to help me with them beggars?
Lord Samine would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
I can give them some of mine.
Some of yours? You're going to spoil them. But whatever, I won't stop you.
Okay. What do I need to give them? Chicken. That actually helped health. I don't know if I want to give that away. Okay, that should be enough, yeah? What exact amount? What's it telling me? 40?
Now that I think of it...
I agree.
Oh, there's plenty of food.
There's plenty of food on the tape. I can't go round taking food off.
Then I'll do it.
Well, I suppose you could. But you'll need a pile of food. Besides, you'll spoil them with such fine fare.
Okay.
So what kind of food do you think we should give them?
If it was up to me, I'd give them scraps from the kitchen. But the cook keeps saying there's no scraps. Says she uses it all for soup and gruel. She put the scraps away in the pantry and won't let anyone in there.
Isn't there any way I could reason with her?
That's not going to be easy. She's got one hell of a mouth. I think even old Semine's afraid of her. He put her in charge of the feast. And now they're fighting over every single groschen. The wedding already cost him a fortune. If he starts giving to the poor as well, there'll be hell to pay.
Okay.
Where can I find the cook?
In the kitchen. Where else? But you can't reason with her. She's a tight-fisted old hag.
Have you tried just asking her?
Why would I do that? I'm telling you, it's no use.
How can you be so sure? Maybe she'll be reasonable in the end.
Try it then.
Where's the pantry?
Right behind the kitchen. But like I said, the cook won't let any...
I'll try talking to her.
Are you drunk?
I'm not. Why'd you ask?
Then you must be daft in the head.
No, if I can't reason with the cook, I can always try sneaking into the pantry.
Can I give them money?
Do,
I have
just
money.
make sure she doesn't catch you.
Did you notice if she ever leaves the kitchen?
I've seen her go and gather herbs, or put more food on the tables from time to time. But someone would have to eat it all first.
Good to hear. I'm starving.
Then I wish you a hearty appetite.
All right. All right. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck, Henry.
Okay, well, let's see.
What are you looking... What would you like, young man? Did the food run out? If it did, just say so. Otherwise, stay out of my kitchen if you wouldn't mind.
Tuma says you don't want to give anything to the beggars by the gate.
Well, I don't. What do you care?
Don't you feel sorry for them?
Don't try that on me. I can't share what I don't have.
Is there really nothing left?
If I give them what's left, I won't have anything to cook with tomorrow. And then what? Tuma should have just driven them away. Why even bother with them? This is my kitchen. Stay out of my way, please. What are you looking for? There's plenty to eat outside.
Everybody knows it.
Can I talk to Tuma and just tell him to give them money? Because I can just do that.
I'll be with you, good sir.
I really do, don't I? I need to pick up all of the food.
It would be good to do Don't worry about it.
Onions! I'm gonna give them onions. They're poor. They can eat onions. I hope this isn't, like, affecting my reputation negatively, but it probably is. I've got to ask my Polish friends what these are. Somebody ask in Discord, tag Resident Fairy in Discord, or Polak. Ask what Kolaks are, and if they're good. Ooh, walnut Kolak. Ooh. I do love walnut desserts. Ooh, and a bagel. Alright, that's probably fine, right? That's probably good.
I picked some...
Let me see.
Yeah, that's fine. Onion. Pear. Bullocks. Pretzels. Okay, I'm gonna take back my nice dried stuff. Except for that, I can have that one. I'm gonna keep my dried stuff. Because that lasts forever. There we go!
That'll have to do. It
Excellent.
won't last them long, but they can be glad to get anything at all.
Indeed.
That's that then. Thanks for the help. And you know what? Wait for me here. I'll throw it to them, and then we'll drink to our success. And no excuses.
Rather not, but okay. First beer, second beer, it's a wonderful world. Well, it is. Up there. What's going on up here?
I was bored out of my school on guard duty.
It wasn't easy for me to come here. The old man wasn't happy about it.
Well, okay then.
Go fuck yourself!
Balate versus Bartoszek. Not bad.
Come on then!
It's soft walking. Parries.
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
Useless!
Oh, good hit.
That won't work on me.
Trample him into the ground!
Give it to him!
Feed him a fistful of oats!
Now it's your turn, you shit!
Ooh, good hit, too. Right in the arm.
I'll sort you out. What's it to be, you wretch? Ha! Ah!
Ow. I beat him. Nicely done. Well fought.
Can I get on with it now?
Next fight.
Aye. The last one waiting for you is the Old Lord.
I'll go challenge him.
All right.
I fought him once
I'll go
before.
and challenge
It
the
was,
Old
it was a
Lord.
good fight.
I'm sure he's looking forward to it.
It's a good fight. He was actually a
Tell
pretty
the
good.
truth, I'm surprised myself.
Chamberlain?
I'd like to challenge you at dice, Chamberlain.
Ah, yes, damn it. The bailiff's tournament. If I'd known I'd have to play every villager, I never would have signed up for it.
So, should we play?
Oh, all right. I just hope you know how to play. I'm not going to teach you.
I...
With you.
Rude. Let's go with the Devil's Head and... War weighted.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Okay, Devil's Head is good because it's... Shoot. I'm just going past. That's probably for the best. Devil's Head are good because they basically have a they're instead of a, I think it's instead of a 1, they have a wild. Or it's either instead of a 1 or instead of a 6, but I'm not sure which. So
These ones here.
What's he got? Ooh, that's not good. He's gonna bust, isn't he? Oh, no, guess not. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too
That's
bad.
enough. Your turn.
Alright, I just need 500 points, which should be doable. Oh! Yeah, talk about doable. Done. Win. Okay,
My
easy enough.
God. Very well. Here's your badge. At least you'll stop bothering me and I can get back to my companion.
Imsim says the Chamberlain looks like he keeps a deformed man hidden in the Notre Dame's bell tower. He really does, doesn't he? He has a Frollo look about him. Alright, where's Boss Attack? I need to make sure he's not drinking again.
We're as dry as dust here.
Hang on. Good things come to those who wait.
Anyway, sorry. I still need to find Vostatek, because I need to make sure he's not drinking.
Long gone by then.
Hey, Father Nicodemus. There's our priest. Good wedding needs a good priest.
I'm just tired of the endless delays.
Moravians. Wojtak, still a drinking.
You'll listen to me.
What happens when I beat the heck out of him?
Some sympathy. He's getting married today. It's no wonder he's nervous.
Now, where is he? Hi, Hans.
Mind your own business, Henry.
It happens.
I'll wait for Von Berg.
Just watch where you're going next time.
I am waiting for Von Bargon to arrive.
A kiss?
What's the magic word?
I'm glad we stepped out of there. I was bored out of my school on guard duty.
It wasn't easy for me to come here. The old man wasn't happy about it.
Why?
He probably thought I'd only flirt with the handsome watchman and not help him at all.
A clever man. I think you should go now so you don't get in trouble.
But I don't want to. You're more fun.
If we get caught, we'll both get in trouble. Look,
Aye.
it's really nice to be here with you, but I should be going now.
Okay, anyway. That's, Oh, wow, they really have a whole setup here, don't they? Well. Alright, let's see. Boss Attack.
You
Hey.
again, Henry. Come on, gamekeeper. You can't do that.
But, it wasn't me. Old Samin twisted my arm. I couldn't say no to him, could I?
Forget that. You'll get drunk again.
Well, if you insist. Here you go.
See how easy that was?
Wait, did I just drink it for him? No, excuse me. Why would I do that? Oh, here they are. Here's the musicians. There's no shawm player, though. My immersion is broken.
I apologize.
There's a whistler and there's a lutist. But there's no shawm. There's the whistle. The flute or whatever it would be. But that's a shawm. And there isn't one. There's no one here playing one of those. For shame. For shame. Realism is ruined. Completely ruined. Ooh, look at your facial bruises. I gave those to you very hard. Good and hard. You don't deserve that.
First, the ceremony would actually have to...
Hey, guardsman, can I, Oh, this guard.
Fucking sick of this.
Everybody's drinking and having a good time, and you're stuck sitting here in the cellar. Aren't you bored?
Don't even get me started. Finally, a proper wedding after all these years, and I'm sent to guard the cellar. So them Moravian drunkards don't drink it dry? And I'm so thirsty, I could suck the gamp out of these walls.
I really don't envy you.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Now go and get yourself a beer. I'll take over for you for a while.
No way! If Tuma found out, he'd chew my arse off.
Tuma? Oh, come on. He's drinking too. We had some schnapps together a moment ago.
What?
It is actually true.
That sly bastard.
See? Why should you be stuck here
It's
like
not
a
even
sack
lying.
of dry grain?
Right you are. If Tuma can drink, so can I.
Here. I will go ahead and get this drink for the Moravians for some reason. There's some swords. Which one is it? Moravian schnapps. There it is. Speaking of Sicilians, would you ever guess the poison cup with would you ever guess the poison cup with a Sicilian in this game? Are you referring to the Princess Bride? Is there a Princess Bride reference here? I'd love to see this.
Where's that Von Burgon?
Hey there.
Look what I found for you.
Oh, hooray! Bring it on! Well, that's something else. Hail, Henry. Come and sit with us and have a swig.
No. Thanks, but I don't drink.
Despite having already had a drink with you guys. But whatever.
What are you? A fish that subs no but water. Drink up, laddie. It's a polite thing to do at a wedding. To health, God, and Henry.
And to the newlyweds.
To them too. Bottoms up.
Glug, 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 glug.
God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord.
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
And couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came, I showed it to old Semine. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did you do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you
I might
the
have
whole
to do
time?
that, actually.
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
Somebody grabbed it.
I've been looking for it ever since.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. It was such a lovely piece of work for Lord Semyon himself.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to
I'm
me
not gonna
to see
challenge
it.
him on having made the sword myself.
A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. With all the commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fop. Like a lot of fellas around here.
Oh, that could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. The one that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about.
Wow, Henry, that was rude. Speaking of going and taking a piss, I will be back in a moment. Oh no, hold on. I need to... Hold on. Give me a second. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, I had more coffee than Henry's had beer, so forgive me. All right, let's see.
And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
Aye, I know that. He was in yellow.
Yellow?
He was well dressed, all right.
Yellow?
I'll try to find the lad.
Yellow?
Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm kind of glad things are settled between us.
So am I. A year ago, our fellows and yours were at each
The
other's.
man in yellow, huh?
That's Henry. He came with the Tarkov blacksmith. He said he'd helped him forge a present for the young lord.
You mean the sword Radovan's been shoving under everyone's noses? Nice piece of work. But to hear him talk, one would think he made it for some Wenceslas himself.
That's the point. That Henry lad defeated young Lord Older.
Damn, he's not so bad after all. But still, beating
He is
the
standing
group on
here.
his wedding day is pretty damn bold.
Even the bailiff's boy Futcher lost to Henry.
I thought he was good with a sword. Probably not as good as he thought. A little lesson will only do the braggart good. Lord Samid has really outdone himself with this tournament. And they say the winner will get a handsome prize. Did any of you partake? I did. And how did you do?
He got his ass kicked. I saw it with my own eyes.
Get in there yourself, you prick. Then we'll see how long that smirk will last. Lord Samid has really outdone himself with this tournament.
That's that.
You're lying to me, and you've been getting drunk or playing dice the whole time.
Samid?
Henry, I just saw Yurko, and I think he's pretty soused. I thought you were supposed to watch him.
It's better this way. Believe me. A wise man once told me a sober Moravian is far more trouble than a drunk one.
That sounds
Cheers.
like Yurko talking.
Indeed. And He ought to know about Moravians.
Oh, to hell with it. I have to admit, Yurko seemed a little less surly right away. If only he didn't have to sing. Well, I suppose you can't have everything.
Delightful. Beggars gone.
Beggars are gone. They won't embarrass you anymore.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I just hope Cook doesn't give me a hard time about it.
Don't worry. The cook doesn't know anything.
She'll figure it out anyway. She's not a stupid woman. But it's not my problem now. Well, since you've served me well, I'll introduce you to Lord von Berghoff when he arrives. If you're still interested, that is.
I certainly am. I'll be honored.
I'll just introduce you to him, nothing more. Lord von Berghoff is a distinguished nobleman, and as such, and don't be offended now, he's not that interested in commoners.
I don't mind. What matters is that I finally get to meet him. Lord Semin, I'd like to challenge you to a duel.
I'll gladly accept, Henry. But bear in mind, I am not the youngest.
I saw how you fought in Apollonia, sir. And I'd be a fool to make allowances for your age.
I had to try, though. So, what are we waiting for?
All right, let's go for it. Gotcha. Nice little boop.
Mary in heaven!
Bonk.
Oh dear. Not your day, sir, eh?
Oh, what the hell. I'm not in my prime anymore, and Henry here is a very good swordsman.
Thank you, sir.
Tell me, Nally, how did Henry do in your tourney?
He beat your son and the bailiff's son, too.
Oh, but surely he deserves some reward, don't you think?
I can't disagree, sir.
Here you go, Henry. A beautiful neck chain. I had it made in Kuttenberg. I was hoping to give it to my son, but since he didn't beat you either, you certainly deserve it.
I'm honored. Thank you, Lord Semin.
Gotta wear it, right? Gotta wear it. Let's see. It's lower charisma. By a lot. It won't actually reduce my charisma. Because I already have, like, I'm dressed to the nines, but dang, the golden cross with garnets is far more swanky. I'm gonna wear it just because it's appropriate. It's you know, a lot important. Let's go for it. Okay then, all set there. Hi there, peasant.
God, you're all covered in blood.
You might be who I'm looking for.
Me? How's that?
Because you're dressed very nicely in yellow.
Envious, eh? My wife made these clothes for me, but they're not for sale. But she can make you some too, if you pay her well.
It's not your clothes I'm interested in.
Oh? Then what?
Blacksmith Radovan from Takov lost his sword. Do you know anything about it?
I saw the sword. The blacksmith himself showed it to me. Boasted that it was the finest in the whole county. Beautiful work, I must admit.
And was there anyone suspicious hanging around?
There was this one fella. I noticed him right away because he was dressed similarly to me, although his outfit was much poorer and tasteless. The color was fine, but otherwise it was a cheap, shoddy job.
Is that why you think he might have taken the sword?
He committed a fashion crime already. People like that are capable of anything.
Okay.
You wouldn't know where I might find him, would you?
Indeed I do. He just dragged some woman up the stairs over there.
I'll go now.
Well,
So
okay
long.
then. Oh, it's the guy I've been hailing this whole time. Who is a guard.
I'd better be careful.
prince are you, hey?
Who would have thought
Where
it?
have you been all
Drop
my
by
life?
and see him
Hans.
sometime. He's an old man.
Really?
He's got no
And
one.
in
Maybe he'd
Kuttenberg,
like to have a
Pisa...
chat.
Hans.
Where there's trouble, Lord Capon is never far off.
You two know each
Why
other.
do you have facial bruises?
Unfortunately. What do you want,
Who
Henry?
beat you up?
Can't you see I'm busy here?
I'm glad you're still alive and kicking.
You were worried about me? Well, no. I mean, Henry.
No. I just wouldn't want to explain to Sir Hanush why I couldn't keep an eye on my living ball and chain.
Watch your tongue.
Like a pair of little boys.
What are you even doing here?
Radovan the blacksmith has lost the sword he made for the groom as a wedding present.
Well, that's a bit of a fuck up, eh? But I'm not really surprised when he was shoving it under everyone's noses and telling them there's none better in the county.
Yeah, I'm just going to accuse him. It's Hans.
So you nicked it?
How dare you?
The blacksmith saw you sniffing around it, so don't play dumb. Where did you stash it?
Hold your horses. I may have a blot or two on my reputation, but I'm not a thief.
But poaching in von Bergov's woods is fine with you, isn't it?
Shh! Have you gone mad?
I didn't hear anything.
It wasn't you. Who was it?
The bailiff's son, Svatogluk.
What? Svatja?
Yeah, no, that tracks.
What's going on here? You again?
Who is this drunk?
This is Wojtek.
Keep my name out of your mouth. And you? What are you doing here with my... girl?
Your
I am
girl?
not your girl.
Wow.
That is certainly not only yours. And it's a few years since anyone called me a girl.
Did you hear that? Scram. Nobody's interested in you.
So you've ganged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick.
We didn't agree on anything. And forget about Mishka. She had no time for either of us.
I'm having a really bad day today. Women don't want me. My friends, I'm a joke. All that's left is the booze. Booze never
Poor
lets
guy.
you down.
Well, each to his own.
Kind of feel bad. Yeah.
I was afraid you were going to start a fight.
You don't have to be afraid with me.
Hold on. No change in the subject.
You start fights
What
everywhere
did
you
mean
go,
about
Hans.
Svatja?
Like I said, he took the sword.
Why would the bailiff's son take it? He and Semi will be family soon.
Why don't you ask him yourself? But from what I hear, the Samin's really sticking his craw. Why? I don't know. You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
That's just a rumor.
Maybe. But I saw him nick the sword, Henry. With my own eyes. The blacksmith went to the latrine and left his sword outside. The blockhead. Svatja
Yeah,
had his eye on him the
fair.
whole time
It's dumb.
and just seized the opportunity.
What did he do with the sword then?
I have no idea. I had better things to do than follow him around.
Okay.
Last I saw,
Okay.
he disappeared into the battlements by the latrine, and then he showed up in the backyard under the dovecot. He didn't have the sword anymore.
Dovecot.
All right. I'll take your word for it and try to find the sword.
Finally,
Thanks, Hans.
you've come to your senses. And Henry,
Yes?
just don't fuck it up. We need to talk to von Bergov.
I know that. What are you in the middle of doing, Hans? Or should I ask who? Anyway, okay, the dovecot is over here, so he stashed it along the battlements right around here, is he? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Gotta be around the battlements, right? Maybe not. He emerged near the... He went up near the latrine and came down near the dovecot. So yeah, it's like, it's gotta be right here, somewhere. Where though? He didn't like throw it in the lake or something, did he? That would be unfortunate. Oops. What's this? Oh, I need to beat Bailiff Thrush at dice. Let's do that first before we go and find the sword. Hey, Svatya.
Well.
I could, of course, challenge him, but...
So we can finally play, Bailiff.
Got all the other badges already? Let me see.
Well, here's 2. Emmerich lost his. He said to tell you.
Count on him to let you down. All right. I suppose we can play.
So what are we waiting for? Let's play.
Yeah. What's your hurry?
That's weird. Devil's Head. Waited. Alright, Imsimp asks, would it be a sin to quietly resign from my position in the Mormon Church? And say it so I can focus on my summer Ancient Greek class, or should I be completely honest?
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
So...
In plain sight like this.
There's 4,000. I win.
My God!
You won!
Wow.
I can't believe it. Come on.
First throw.
It's not that bad, is it? It's just a badge.
Just a badge? And I don't have it.
They're very droll, Bailiff.
Oh boy.
You don't want to part with it, eh?
No, I really don't have it. I lost it to Betty, the innkeeper.
What?
How come? I won the tin badges first, you know.
She came up to me and started taunting, the mouthy goose. She kept on about how she'd bet a week's earnings against my badge. Wouldn't leave me alone. I couldn't help myself.
Why didn't you tell me?
What was I supposed to say? That a woman beat me? At my own daughter's wedding? The shame of it.
Okay, so Imsimp, to your question, that's a really difficult question. A lot of it comes down to, okay, so first of all, you're doing something, you're proposing to do something good, ultimately. Resigning your position in the heretical church, right? As for the question of whether you should be upfront and honest about why, completely, or you should present an alternative reason, it might come down to, and this is going to sound like one of those waffly ethicist kind of answers, but you can tell them something true without telling them the whole truth. And it's a kind of mental reservation if you want, right? So it would be, so I mean, you do, to some degree, want to focus on your Ancient Greek class. And so that is a factor. And that can be the factor that you explain to them while not explaining the rest of it. Right? That might be just fine enough in ethical terms. Now, whether that will dig your hole deeper going forward, that's hard to say. Because you're in a bit of a deep hole. This is always the trouble, I will say, about lies, right? Lies will always compound on themselves. When you tell one lie, you put yourself into a position where the next lie becomes necessary to support the previous, and on and on and on and on, to the point where it's very difficult to back your way out of it all and unravel it gently without splitting the whole thing open, right? So the question is, I would say, less an outright ethical one, because you're already in something of a dilemma due to past sin, essentially, right? Which is what happens. You're in something of a perplexus, of an ethical perplexus, a no-win scenario, which shouldn't happen, but can happen through our own faulty choices. And so it really comes down to whether you want to try to slowly unravel the thing, if you think that's doable, or rip the Band-Aid off. And if you want to rip the Band-Aid off, then doing it all at once is, I mean, being completely honest, that'll do it. But it will, one, it'll be painful, like ripping off a Band-Aid. Then also it will basically destroy any social trust or social relationship that you have. And then further, yeah, I would say that it would harm any case that you might have for evangelism back to them, but backing off slowly would do the same thing, honestly. So I'm not sure about that. It would just take longer. I don't know. It's I think at this point it's more of a practical question than it is a principled ethical question. Best I can say, I think.
What now? If you really want my badge, you'll have to win it from the innkeeper.
Okay.
She wants to play for it?
I don't think so.
Well, that's just great.
Okay, well, let's try, shall we?
Well, now, that is one thing.
Maybe I could have a slice of piglet.
Where is the innkeeper?
Something bad.
I apologize.
Me too. I also need to make sure Vostatek isn't still drinking.
Man doesn't see me
You're not
here.
Vostatek. You are drinking, but you're not Vostatek. Need to find him. He's balding with no hat, which is really kind of an embarrassment, but whatever. It is what it is.
And at night, they have to get up and pitch.
Huh. Not balding. Guard. He's dressed like a guard, which is annoying. The Vostatek, that is.
She'll notice right away.
Leave that to me.
Weird hand.
Really down.
Voshek. Bailiff. A Moravian. You two. Ignore those two.
Well, now,
Since we sorted things out,
place
it's a word.
just minutes for a toast, wouldn't you?
I didn't really need to know you. Where have you been?
Miller Krezel. Okay, you're not doing so hot there. So it would seem. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
And now this. If any of the guests get sick,
There's Wojtek. To him.
I meant well.
How is he?
I'm sure there's a herb for that.
It might be a better idea to give my wife a drop of something to quieten her down.
It happens. Just watch where you're going
So
next
far,
time.
so good. That's what Lord Sameen told me to. But he's
I'm not trespassing. Wait. Can I go upstairs without trespassing now? Hold on, let me see. Let me try. Oh my gosh, I can. Okay, I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the upstairs, because it's very cool. I accidentally went in once, and apparently it wasn't trespassing, so let's go up and check it out. Let's go all the way up to the battlements. Because the battlements are super duper cool. Is this battlements, or is this just somebody's room? No, this is somebody's room. That's not it. It's closed doors behind us, just to be, polite. If I could live anywhere in the Middle Ages, where would I live? The question is, would I live? And quite frankly, the answer is not likely. Mostly just because of these. I'm functionally blind. And so realistically, the answer would be a monastery. Because otherwise, I would not survive, frankly. That aside, though, As much as I don't like modern France, maybe Paris. Or the surrounding area, at least. Now, look at this. Check this out. This is, first of all, a wooden hoarding. It's not even a hoarding. It's a wooden top to. Oh wow, that's quite spiderweb. It's a wooden top to this castle with inbuilt, first of all, arrow loops, and then machicolations. Check this out. So these are machicolations. The idea behind this is that you can now. I don't have my weapon on me, but you can shoot. From down through here to get to people who are basically right up against the walls. You can also drop things. You can drop stones. You can drop boiling water, oil, hot sand, whatever it is. And you can do so all the way around while having fantastic cover from the ground. I love this as a bit of a little architectural detail, because most of the castles in Kingdom Come don't have accessible, let alone functional machicolations like this. So it's very cool to see. Yeah, Klaus, we were talking about the Papal Conclave a little bit earlier. Because it's not every day that you get a new pope, you know. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. Cardinal Burke should get it. So you can scrap the Novus Ordo Mass and suppress the Jesuits. I don't know about scrapping the Novus Ordo Mass. I don't think I'm quite in favor of that. Suppressing the Jesuits, though, yeah, probably a good idea. Frankly. Trespassing. Nope. Let's not go in there. Yeah, suppressing the Jesuits is, at this point, probably a good idea. Though, in terms of church politics, it's probably a really bad idea. If only because the last pope was a Jesuit. You know, and so that kind of radical turnabout gives a very bad impression to the world and to the church.
He came with the Tarkov blacksmith. He said he'd helped him.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think that is a good sort of church political move, so to speak, to suppress the Jesuits right now. He could certainly, he or any pope really, any next pope with sufficient balls, so to speak, could certainly pressure the Jesuits, and probably needs to. A guard, Taylor. Where the hell is Mustang? Turn the Novus Ordo into English Tridentine Mass. Like a vernacular Tridentine Mass might be alright. That might be okay. I do think that a Mass in the vernacular is a good idea, frankly. And this is, I mean, you can go to, for example, I mean, a major factor for the vernacular Mass, whether it's Tridentine or the Novus Ordo, whatever liturgy it is, a vernacular Mass has an excellent pedagogical and evangelical use to it. It is an immediate language barrier, like we have with the traditional Latin Mass. It can be a barrier. It can be, if nothing else, certainly extremely intimidating to new converts, to guests, so to speak, people who are considering Catholicism. Look, we've talked about this before on stream. I don't think it was when you were around, when you were here, Bus, but just saying to provide the ordinariate.
You're of no use if you're running to the
as an alternative, as the vernacular alternative, and give the poor ordinariate some momentum. I don't know if the ordinariate needs momentum. I don't know if it's even ultimately that good of an idea to have and to be fully serious. Guard? No. To be completely frank, I think that the Ordinariate has, like I was saying I was talking about this on Thursday, that I think the Ordinariate is far more useful, that it has a real purpose, for the sake of priests who convert, far more so than for lay people. And for lay people, I don't know that it's necessary, really.
How about a pie?
I can't find Vostok.
That's the point. That Henry lad defeated young Lord Oldham.
Damn, he's not so bad after all. But still, beating the group.
What do you say, neighbour?
Oh, there you are. Hey.
You
Excuse
again,
me.
Henry. I see I came just on time.
But Henry, it's nothing. Just a lofty quench my thirst. It's damned hot.
Forget that. You'll get drunk again.
I suppose it's better that way.
Cheers.
Here you go.
That's the way, gamekeeper.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem with the idea of everyone should relearn or learn Latin is that no one ever did. Like, not since Latin was the vernacular, which, by the way, important to remember that it was when Latin was the liturgical language of the church. Like, when Latin became the liturgical language of the church, it was the vernacular. It was the lingua franca. Hence why lingua franca is in Latin, right? It was. The whole point of Latin as the liturgical language of the church is that it was universally comprehensible by anyone who would be taking part in the liturgy. Right?
I hear you won Thrush's gold badge.
Ah, that's right.
How about we play?
But in the
With
time
you,
since,
Why would I?
certainly in
What's
the
in it
modern
for
period,
me?
most people don't
me
understand
that.
2 words of Latin. And even in the time when the Latin Mass was the exclusive Catholic liturgy in the West, almost no one knew Latin. Right? In my grandparents' time, in the pre-1960s, there is a problem with the liturgy being bound to the 60s, but not the liturgy as such, but how it's used in a lot of cases is. But that's the boomers' fault. That's not so much the liturgy's fault. The fact is, like I said, I don't think that most, sitting in the pews Catholics are going to learn more than a handful of words in Latin. It's just not realistic. I mean, okay, fair point, I guess. So Henry VIII deprived the Church of 4 centuries of English liturgical development, English-speaking world of 4 centuries of sacraments. Let's reunite the two. I can see where you're coming from there, I suppose. But to have a separate liturgical rite for one linguistic use is very strange. And it's also specifically English, not English language. It's English culturally, which is not native to the entire Anglosphere, certainly. It seems, if nothing else, too reactionary to Anglicanism. Now, that aside, I do, like I said, I do think that the idea of... I say all of this about Latin, knowing that I love the Latin language. And I do think that everyone should learn some. It's just they won't. And I'm perfectly aware of this.
Come on. I took care of the Cumans.
Well, why wouldn't you? After what you and that friend of yours got up to in me tavern, you owed me a favor.
And if I added a bit of coin?
That's more like it.
And how much would you like?
To make it worth me while, at least this much.
Okay, fine. 50s.
All right. Let's play.
First,
I assume you
want
mean
to
learn
see you have
Latin,
something
Greek,
to
and
bet.
Coptic.
Here you go.
I'll pluck you like a chicken.
See, the other thing about the, as you say, contemplative mass, as opposed to active participation, is, look, with kids, the idea that that my children could sit through a Latin mass is laughable. They have once, and they did not sit through it. Excuse me?
Just like that.
Wow. Oh boy. There we go. Lewis.
You were suspicious. Sacra. Why did I agree?
Where's my badge?
Here you go.
Now pay me back my last wager.
Oh, all right.
Excellent. All right. I got the gold wedding badge. I better not lose it. Right. Let's save before we find the sword. I'm gonna have to, try and find it. Probably exit save, honestly. Save and quit. So that's actually not true. Kids. Okay. There is a significant extent to which kids do not participate in vernacular masses. Right? But to the extent to which they do participate, it's because they can understand what's going on. Right? And I will say, like, Saoirse, my oldest, she is 7. She just turned 7. And she is not diagnosed ADHD, but probably is. She absolutely is interested in some of the things that are going on, but only if she can understand it. And there's a lot of it she can't, even in English, just because of the linguistic complexity. And what's that? It's interesting. And because she has a hard time focusing, frankly. But when she can focus and when she can understand what's going on, that's when she is actually interested, and when she's much more, quiet and well-behaved. At a mass where she cannot understand the language at all, there's no hope. There's no chance. And quite frankly, kids need to be able to follow the liturgy. And part of why they can't is, again, like I said, linguistic complexity, and that's something that they can learn and develop. But having to learn and develop that in another language simultaneously with developing the just sort of the active capacity to listen, man, no, that is a great deal to ask. Really, the Patriarch of the Coptic Catholic Church will also be in the conclave. Interesting. I know the patriarchs are bishops. And I guess some of them are also cardinals. So I don't see why he wouldn't be, or at least why I'm not surprised that there are some of the patriarchs are part of the conclave. As for singing, though, in terms of like active participation, yeah, Saoirse loves to sing along in mass. Absolutely, especially now that she can kind of read along and follow the hymnal. Absolutely. But yeah, I do think that, like I said, I think that it's I think it would absolutely make a lot of those sorts of things much worse. It would make things worse to have, especially for kids, but not exclusively for kids, having a liturgy that is functionally incomprehensible to the average layman.
Wait till tonight.
Yeah, I don't think that is a good idea. I mean, I don't think it's a good thing to have as the only option. I could that.
I'll sue her for you, just for the price of the horseshoes. What do you say, Kate?
I will say that to have the option of the Latin Mass is wonderful, but it's absolutely not for everyone. I think that's a reasonable middle ground. Or maybe I'm just being a, beanie hat wearing, fence sitting Tim Pool-esque moderate, but whatever. Whatever. Like I said, I do think that it's, I do think that,
Excuse me.
Okay. I do think that there is there's a middle ground to be had, which is honestly the middle ground I like is Benedict XVI's position that the Latin Mass is a beautiful and reverent ancient liturgy that we should ancient-ish liturgy that we should respect and we should accept and we should acknowledge and we should have available, but as an extraordinary form of the Latin Rite liturgy, not as the ordinary form. The ordinary form can perfectly well still be the vernacular. That's kind of my spot. That's where I'm at. I can't delay. No time to lose. Anyway. So that is all the time I got tonight, and unfortunately, I didn't even get to talk about the lady who yelled the N-word at a child for probably not quite justifiable but understandable reasons. So maybe we'll talk about that on Thursday. That'll be a fun discussion to have. I didn't want to talk about it, but I didn't get a chance to. Yeah, elements of the... Okay, so Klaus, that is also a good moderate position. I think ad orientem is a good practice. It is also what we do at my parish. Like, all of our ordinary form masses are ad orientem. The consecration is not in Latin, because that isn't within the rubrics, right? Or that would be an alteration to the Roman Missal. But I don't think it would be a bad alteration. I think that would be fine. Probably even an improvement. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. where Imsint is. Jeez. Yeah, that's so weird. I hate time zones. Why can't we just... Okay, one last stupid little note. I hate time zones, okay? Don't like them. I prefer... Okay, the reason I hate time zones is, first of all, the impracticality of having to coordinate across them, because we live in a global society now, and that's kind of annoying. And I hate having to say, well, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, or whatever kind of nonsense. I don't like it. That's annoying to me. But the other thing about it is that it's lukewarm. It is a fence-sitting moderate position, funny enough, between global time and local time. Right? I would love either. I would love to just default, which I kind of tend to. When I'm talking to people across the world in different time zones, I just default to GMT. I usually will just refer to right now as around 5 a.m. GMT, right? And that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do, because everyone can just follow from that, right? You know that your time zone is GMT minus or plus X. There you go. I live in GMT minus 5, so there you go. It's 5 a.m. now. Great. The alternative to that is extreme local time, local solar time, which I would also prefer to time zones. Like, if everyone just kind of used the local time of, say, their parish bell tower. I'd love that too. And use that for local stuff, for when you're around, when you're planning mass, say. Use local time. When you're planning to coordinate things with people across the globe, then use Earth time. But enough of this stupid time zone thing. I hate it. Anyway, there's my hot take for the night. Have a wonderful evening. I hope to see you next time. I'll be back on Thursday, as you mentioned, for more Jedi Academy. And then I'll be back once again on Tuesday for more Kingdom Come Deliverance, when we will finish up the wedding. Hopefully finish. We'll see how long it takes, but we should be able to finish up the wedding next week. In the meantime, I've got a couple of more videos planned. One I'm editing right now, a couple more that I'm working on planning out and recording. So those will be coming again as we go through the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for more videos coming. I get plenty more. Wait, Klaus, why are you pro time zone? Because you like trains. Trains would work perfectly fine with GMT, just universal GMT. Whatever. Discuss this in Discord. Go on Discord and talk about time zones, because everyone in Discord loves it when I do that. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you all next time. And remember, don't be safe. Be well. More importantly, be good. Cheers. Good night.